Welcome to the big house, Michigan Stadium. Just about to turn the corner into the back half of the season here on EA Sports College Football. It is Week 7. It's the Penn State Nittany Lions and the Michigan Wolverines. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
When you talk about iconic stadiums in college football, the Big House has to be at the top of your list. One of the most unique stadiums. It is nestled down in the ground. It is loud. It is fun. Ann Arbor has one of the finest stadiums in college sports. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. And the Wolverines ready to kick it away first. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The fans are ready for this one. The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Looking for room. It's Hansen. Turning it on. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Going to try to get it himself. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
It's really hard defensively to bring pressure when you keep moving the quarterback outside the pocket. You don't know which way he's going to go. Great job getting him outside the pocket. Now he can get on the edge and get some easy free yards or take a shot deep down the field.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
That is exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense, and especially when you're at home. If you can get them and force them into a punt early, keep that crowd going and involved, man, is it fun to play defense.
Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week, only called on twice. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Marshall. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit. Let's keep going.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Wide receiver going in motion. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Looking for a big play. Leap and grab for a big gain. Off and running. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
They just flipped the entire field, and now they'll try to cash in on 1st and 10 from the 20. Here's Underwood to throw. They're setting up the screen. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Great awareness that time by the safety. He's obviously spent a lot of time in the film room. The D-line was upfield. It looked like that one might be a big gainer on the running back screen, but did you see how fast the safety came screaming down? He saw that thing coming from a mile away and he's able to make a big-time stop.
Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
It's 3rd and 5. Wants to adjust the pattern. Lined up in the gun on 3rd down, Underwood. Quickly complete. Touchdown, Michigan! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking for a man. It's Beck. A little release to the back. That's some old-school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. The give to the back. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. The Wolverines will hustle to the line.
139 Albatross.
Sends it back in motion. Bryce Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
And the Wolverines will try to convert on 4th down.
Ready? Mustang. Good hard.
Quarterback keeper. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
I'm not a huge analytics guy, but on 4th and 1, if you're going to get pushed like that from your O-line, I say go for it every time.
The Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10.
Ready. Black 14. Black 14.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Wolverines!
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was Bader.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run for it. It's People. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Fires quickly. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Hansen. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's Hansen. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
And they've dug themselves a hole in this football game. I get it. Obviously, defense has not played great on the other side. But this possession right here, man, this is big. Get the passing game going. Get a little bit of balance going. I think they need to score on this possession to take a little pressure off and kind of get that defense juiced up.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Give to the running back. They'll make the stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Unloads quickly. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
The game is still early. We're in the first half, but you need to score a touchdown here to keep this thing close. That's why that last play on third down was so big for this offense. There's plays you just got to have. And I know it's early, but that was one right there the offense needed, and they got it.
Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Caught in the backfield, it's Peoples. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Wow, you saw the speed of the defense there. They're trying to spit this football out to the running back on the perimeter. How about the defense able to get to him quickly to bring him down for no gain?
Looking downfield, it's Beck. Throws to the wideout. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Gets it into the end zone. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
There ain't no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently, does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Unloads to the wideout. Finds his man. It's Marsh. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. We talk a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who can make plays down the field.
And I think some people hear effective, Reese, and take that as an insult, right? Like, I don't want to hear about my quarterback being effective. I want him to be explosive. I want him to be dynamic. But Michigan doesn't really have those guys most of the time at that quarterback spot. But when they find those good ones, they have great seasons.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
They'll try the counter. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
The offense changing the play. Throwing, Underwood. That's reeled in, it's Marshall. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this third and short. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Makes the catch. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run.
And if I'm
this defense moving forward, man, I'm going to start thinking about, like, this is the guy. They keep featuring him. I've got to take him out of the game. I got to find a way to double him. I got to find a way on third down to make sure this doesn't happen. This offense continues to run through him, and he continues to be successful.
And the Wolverines have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
And the defense, man, playing aggressive, playing uphill, playing in the backfield. Nice job getting penetration, getting that pass before it really even gets started. Nowhere to go, nowhere to run. Nice job by the defense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming.
Ready. Blue 30. Blue. Red 20 hot.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Motion from the wideout. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
After getting stopped on that 2nd down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. Third and goal, where defensive coordinators have to make a stand. Might be changing the route. Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. Past the line of scrimmage. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Good, right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. To throw, it's Beck. He's going to fire deep. And he tried to take the top off with the first play of the drive and got nothing to show for it.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Big noise in the big house for this huge 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on third down.
And now it's kind of decision time for this offense. It's been a great start to the football game. Moving the ball down the field, scoring 10 points on the first 2 possessions. Do you want the field goal to still be a 2-possession game? Or do you want to be aggressive here, try to go for it on 4th down, and maybe break this game open early?
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking for space, it's Marshall. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down. The Wolverines moving quickly to the line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run it.
Might have a chance. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. No mid-season concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Gets the back moving. To the air. It's Beck. Floats it out in space. Crosses the 40. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41. And a big pickup has this offense on the move.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Defense needed that stop bad. They gave up a touchdown. They gave up a field goal. Here they are in the 3rd possession. They've got to find a way to get off the field. So really nice job on a critical 3rd down, forcing an incompletion.
The Nittany Lions will punt this one away. And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Georgia taking on the number 15 team, the Texas Longhorns. And it's Georgia getting a banner day from their stars on the road. To pick up victories away from home, that's the mark of a focused team. They win their 2nd straight game and talk about doing it in style. That margin of victory is a head-turner. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions.
There he goes. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Michigan! And the pummeling has started.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Beck. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the right. He's got it, 1st down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Yeah, I think if you're on offense right now, you're thinking, I don't know if our defense can stop them. They couldn't do it the last drive out. We're down a lot on the scoreboard right now, so we need to score touchdowns every time we have the ball. That was a big play for them, but they got to cap this thing off.
Flips it out to the back. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Complete. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
It's complete. Touchdown, Penn State. And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they're down 31-14. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. Can't make the catch. It's incomplete, and that drop might have cost them a big play on first down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Underwood in the gun on 3rd down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Dropping back, it's Beck. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. They'll run it with James Peoples. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. He's got him in the flat. Touchdown, Penn State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 31-21. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. That lead is now 10, down to a 2-possession game, and it's on this offense to try to stretch it back out. Snags it, and he's open. That defense got gas, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Marshall. Runs through a tackle. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Handoff to the lone back. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
It'll be third and long. He wants to change this route.
776 captain. 776 captain. Ninja. Stack.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Still third down, but more ground to cover after the flag.
Ready. Red 18.
Underwood. Here comes the heat. He's brought down at the 44-yard line, and the defense making a play on third down.
It's nice for this D coordinator when he puts his nickel package out in the field, because that nickel player he's got who subs in is good in coverage. He's also aggressive, and he does a nice job blitzing, and he can play the run. They can spy the quarterback. There's a lot of different tools this guy's got to defend against a mobile quarterback, and I think you saw a little bit right there in that nickel package, now setting up fourth and long.
And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to throw. It's back. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter.
Other scores from around the country. Slippery Rock, 28. Edinburgh, 23.
They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking downfield on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Peoples. Still on his feet at the 45. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
Brought down at the 33-yard line. And first down for the offense.
The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. Motion from the back. Wants to throw on first down. Just a little off. Incomplete.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown on this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to pass. It's Beck. Right on target this time. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down.
At the 23. And that's a first down for the offense.
The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Looking to throw on first down. Going for it all. He caught it. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
At the 1 yard line. First and goal, Penn State.
The Nittany Lions, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. It's complete on the right side. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Single back formation, and they give it to him. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
And the Wolverines lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Someone moved a little early and the offense will go backward. So the decision has been made and the coach will take the penalty. Still third down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. Motion from the wide receiver. They go to the ground. for the first. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you get a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback making adjustments. Here's Underwood to throw. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, you wonder that time if the QB was just forcing that one over to his running back. He's already made some catches in this game. The defense is aware of that, though, and that time they had outstanding coverage. There was no way that was going to be complete.
This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Trying to set up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. And the Wolverines will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. So they'll use a timeout here. 1 more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. The Wolverines line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This offense trying to keep the momentum going. They scored the last time they had it. The defense got it back for them, and now a chance to take the lead. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Beck. It's complete to the left. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
Looking for space. It's Hansen. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And this offense has got to get somewhere, right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They go right back to him. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Gets rid of it. Got his man on the right.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field, but you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your 2nd and 3rd read some, but we got to stay aggressive.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Dumps it off in the flats. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback, playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that will try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
Zings it complete to the right. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. And the Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Gotta find a completion on this one. Throws to the wideout. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Well, they couldn't come up with that completion, so now it comes down to the kicker. You've got to make this field goal, send it into overtime.
This kicker is going to need nerves of steel on this one. And with 2 seconds left, their last chance to send it to overtime. Timeout on the field, only 2 seconds left as they choose to stop the clock. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And with 2 seconds left, their last chance to send it to overtime. Up and good. And the 3-ball gives us a tie. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
We'll get it started here in overtime. Throwing, Underwood. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He might want another play. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Bringing the heat. And down he goes.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush. They win up front.
Now 3rd and long here in overtime as this defense wants to force a field goal attempt.
Bridge. Icy. Hawkeye. Magic.
Lined up in the gun on 3rd down, Underwood. If he runs this back, this game's over. Going the other way, and he's got room. And the takeaway will put the finishing touches on this one.
That's a throw the quarterback would love to have back. You're obviously down here in the red zone. It's overtime. The windows are going to be small. He just got a bit too aggressive with his decision-making. The defense makes him pay, and now they're giving it back to their offense with a chance to kick a field goal here and win.
First down, and they'll win it with any kind of score here in overtime. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Setting up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
The Nittany Lions trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Snagged in the middle, it's Peoples. Breaks into the open. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He's in! A game-winning touchdown in overtime.
It gets closer and closer to the end zone right here. You know what's coming as a defense. The offense has to be physical, and they were. And the back knew exactly what he had to get 6.
Guys, this is a type of signature win that can set the tone for the future of a program.
And this is the crazy thing about college football with 18 to 22-year-olds. On any given day, anything can happen. And, David, you got to give this team so much credit. They played with their hair on fire and got a tremendous win.
And to keep the belief, to understand, I've got a chance to come in and win this game and not just give us lip service. They told us this could happen throughout the week, but they believed. Even when it got a little difficult, got a little up in the air, they kept fighting, they kept believing, and they get the huge win.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.